जाऊँ फिर अपने कमरे में, आती हो उधर?
मैंने अभी लर्न भी तो करना है।
थोड़ा ही है, ज़्यादा थोड़ी है, तुझे तो बोल रही।
मेरे को क्या पता।
हाँ बोल। सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत सिया राम जय जय।
नहीं होता, अब नहीं होता पता, इतनी गर्मी में तो पसीने ही आ गया है।
सिया राम जय जय राम, मंगल भवन मंगल हारी, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत हारे, राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। गले अंजनी पुत्र पवन to increase the to like it is non-factor. A country with strong this has played an important role in improving the economic to improve or to increase the economic to improve the economic conditions of to improve the economic conditions of the country. There was a need of industries, and GDP is like gross domestic product. Full form of GDP is gross domestic product. Hello G. Hello. Hi Manjun ji. And about 56.6% of GDP was accounted by the primary sector, agriculture. How much GDP was accounted by the primary sector, agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, and quarrying, right? So it was 56.6%. And how much GDP manufacturing, construction, electricity, gas, water supply accounted for, and how much GDP was accounted in manufacturing, construction, electricity, gas, and water supply. It was 15% of GDP. Then industrialization has played an important role in improving the economic conditions of various countries like America and Japan. Okay. Next is industries are the yardstick of a country's economy. A country cannot survive on its agriculture alone. So rapid industrialization is the key to fast progress. Example America, Japan. Hence, it is necessary to utilize the available resources efficiently like minerals and power sources. Factors affecting the location of industries. Factors affecting the location of industries are geographical factors, and second one is non geographical factors. In geographical factors, like factors affecting were a power supply. In this, it was first one was raw materials, second is power supply, third one is water supply, then transport, then the survey of market, the survey of market and demand. Next one is labor and climate. Labor and climate. These were the factors which were affecting geographical factors affecting the industrialization. And for the second one, non-geographical factors, it was first one is capital. Capital is one of the most important factors while setting up an industry, as most of the industries are capital intensive and require a huge investment. And second was efficient and enterprising organization and management. Organization and management. Next was mostly major cities have good banking and credit facilities which are necessary for setting up the industries on large scales. Third one is the government plays an important role planning and location of industries beside solving problems of public pollution, other disparities. Okay, so next was banking and credit. Banking and credit facilities. Mostly major cities have good banking and credit facilities, so it should be in those cities where they can provide many things to those industries. And fourth was main part, the government. Government can solve many public problems, pollution of the city, water supply, land, electricity. So government also set up industry zone where it supplies land, water and electricity. Okay, so these were the factors affecting the industrialization. Next is classification of industries. So manage based, mineral based industries. What is mineral based? Primary sector. Okay. So classification of industries is classification of industries on the basis of first is raw material, second is management, third one is size, and fourth one is others. रॉ मटेरियल्स में आ जाता है हमारा light and heavy and source. ओके, एंड सोर्स में जो हमारे आ जाते हैं प्रोडक्ट्स वो हैं एग्रो बेस्ड. Agro based means which depend on agriculture for the supply of their raw materials. For example, sugar, jute, cotton, vegetable oil, etc. So this is called agro based. Then mineral based, which receive their raw materials from minerals like iron, steel, aluminium, cement, shipbuilding industries, etc. Next is animal based, based on animals. And next is forest based. एनिमल बेस्ड में आ जाते हैं हमारे अगेन सब थ्री पार्ट्स. डेयरी वाले एनिमल्स, पोल्ट्री comes, and next is hides and skin. These come under animal based. And एग्रो बेस्ड में आ जाते हैं हमारे शुगर, जूट, कॉटन, vegetable oil and food processing. These. ओके, फिर हमारे जो अदर्स में आ जाते हैं, अदर्स में हमारे आ जाते हैं सबसे पहले आ जाती है लोकेशन, कि कौन सी लोकेशन में इंडस्ट्री जो है वो सेट हुई हुई है. दैट इज लोकेशन. और अंडर लोकेशन अगेन 4 categories are there. First is village, khadi, coir and handicraft. इसमें उन्होंने बताया लाइक कि प्राइवेट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, पब्लिक इंडस्ट्रीज है ना, तो जॉइंट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज हैं. तो साइज डिपेंड्स ऑन लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज एंड स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज. These are the industries. And second under others is function. Again there are 3 categories. First one is primary or basic. Secondary is also known as like secondary, or I think so consumer. Secondary, second one is secondary or consumer, and third one is territory. The next others is ancillary, and next जो आ जाती है वो आ जाती है इसमें लेबर इंटेंसिव. इसमें आ जाते हैं हमारे क्रैकर्स, बीड़ी, और थर्ड वन आ गई है हमारी शूज. So these are the classification of the industries. मैनेजमेंट में हमारे जो आ जाते हैं प्राइवेट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, owned by individual industrialist or firms manufacturing engineering और electronic goods. पब्लिक सेक्टर है, are owned and controlled by a state or central government. Joint sector हैं are jointly managed by the private firm and the state or the central government. Oil India Limited. Cooperative sector industries are owned and managed on cooperative basis by those who are producers of raw materials. Okay, so नेक्स्ट इज मैनेजमेंट में आ जाती है हमारी. फर्स्ट है प्राइवेट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज. कौन सी होती हैं? वो इंडस्ट्रीज हैं जो आर मैनेज्ड एंड owned by individual industrialists or firms manufacturing engineering or and electronic goods. Others and electronic goods by companies. And what are public sector industries? वो इंडस्ट्रीज हैं are owned and controlled by state or central government. So these industries comprise public utilities like railways, transport services, post, telegraph, refineries, irrigation project and defense establishments. Companies इसमें एग्जांपल है कंपनी की. कंपनीज लाइक भारत हैवी इलेक्ट्रिकल्स लिमिटेड और हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड. भारत हैवी इलेक्ट्रिकल्स लिमिटेड and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Third one is Electronic Corporation of India. Yes. जॉइंट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज कौन सी होती हैं? आर jointly managed are jointly managed by the private firms and the state or central government. These are the joint sector industries. Example है इनकी ऑयल इंडिया लिमिटेड. ऑयल इंडिया लिमिटेड. और जो कोऑपरेटिव वाली होती हैं कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर इंडस्ट्रीज वो कौन सी होती हैं? आर owned and managed on cooperative basis by those who are producers of raw materials. एग्जाम्पल है इनकी शुगर मिल्स run by farmers producing sugarcane. शुगर केन लाइक शुगर मिल्स वो लोग चलाते हैं जो प्रोड्यूसर होते हैं रॉ मटेरियल के, जैसे फार्मर्स शुगर केन्स उगाते हैं उनके द्वारा ये इंडस्ट्रीज चलाई जाती हैं. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ साइज देयर आर लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज, मीडियम स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज एंड स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज. तो लार्ज स्केल होती हैं विच एम्प्लॉय लार्ज नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स इन ईच यूनिट एंड प्रोड्यूस ऑन अ लार्ज स्केल विद ह्यूज इन्वेस्टमेंट. एग्जाम्पल ऑटोमोबाइल्स, आयरन एंड स्टील. तो इंडस्ट्रीज on the basis of size. फर्स्ट है लार्ज स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज. इसकी एग्जांपल है ऑटोमोबाइल्स, आयरन एंड स्टील. आयरन एंड स्टील. दूसरी है मीडियम स्केल, जिसमें मतलब ना ज़्यादा ना कम, neither large nor too small number of workers, medium scale industries. एग्जाम्पल है इसमें साइकिल, रेडियो एंड पेपर मिल्स. और जो थर्ड है वो आ जाती है हमारी स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज. इसमें एग्जांपल आ जाती है राइस मिल या बेकरी. ओके. और नेक्स्ट आ जाती है कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज. फोर्थ वन जो है कॉटेज industries are family enterprises. These are limited mechanical power, less capital, local raw material. These produce simple but often artistic products for local market. जैसे इसकी एग्जांपल आ जाती है हमारे पास खादी, हैंडीक्राफ्ट एटसेट्रा. ओके. सो ये है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर साइज इंडस्ट्रीज. इम्पॉर्टेंट इंडस्ट्रीज एंड द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इन द वर्ल्ड लाइक आयरन स्टील इंडस्ट्री है. फिर इसमें आ जाती है नेक्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ आयरन एंड स्टील इंडस्ट्री. द basic requirement for the development of iron steel industry are raw materials like iron ore, limestone, dolomite, manganese, ferroalloys, fuel, large supply of fresh water. Distribution of iron steel industry at Detroit, USA. An important center of automobile industry in USA situated in the Michigan state. The city is located on the Detroit River, which connects Lake Erie in the south and Lake St. Clair in the north. So, distribution of iron and steel industry. And Europe also. In Europe, United Kingdom, Sweden, France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Belgium, and Austria are the leading producers. And in Russia, Ural region, Ukraine, and Magnetar are chief regions. In Asia, China and Japan are the leading producers. Other countries include Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, and Chile. In South America, and Algeria, Egypt, and South Africa and Africa. In India, there are 10 integrated iron and steel plants. Tata Steel is one of the oldest steel plant in the private sector. Which one is the oldest steel plant in private sector in Asia? Answer is in India there are 10 integrated industry. Tata Steel. In Asia, in for India. That one is Tata Steel. Today, India is the ninth largest steel producing country. Today, India is the India is the ninth largest steel producing country in the world. In the world. US and steel. अच्छा, iron and steel Detroit, USA. Detroit, an important center of this, is situated in where iron and steel industry at Detroit, USA. Situated. Answer: in Michigan state. The city is located on the this मिशिगन स्टेट में है, वो जो है हमारी इंडस्ट्री एट एंड द सिटी Detroit, and this city is located on the Detroit River, which connects Lake Erie and Lake St. Clair in the south. Joins or connects Lake Erie and Lake St. Clair. Cotton textile industry is one of the oldest and widest spread industries in the world. Textile means woven fabric. What does textile mean? Woven fabric. It means woven fabric. A variety of material used for making cloth. Raw materials of plant origin: cotton, jute, flax, hemp. Materials of animals: fiber, wool, silk. Material of chemical origin: for synthetic fiber, rayon, nylon, polyester. Cloths found in Egyptian tombs date back to 5500 BC. Cloth was made from cotton in India about 5000 years ago. So the change from handmade textiles to machine-made textile occurred first in England. In which country the change from handmade textiles to machine made textiles occurred first? It was England. The The making of cloth involves five processes, that is carding. Okay. How many processes are, are involved in making of cloth? Carding, to make fiber parallel, then spinning to make yarn, next weaving to turn yarn into cloth, dyeing, next is processing. These five processes are involved in cloth making. World distribution, important countries with textile industries are as follows. Osaka is known as the Manchester of Japan. Osaka. It is a leading center for the large spinning mills. Japan is dependent upon the imported raw materials from India, China, Sudan, Egypt, and USA. The industry is export oriented, and the main feature is high quality and low price. Is known as Manchester of Japan, that is Osaka. Although the textile mills are located in more than 100 towns in India, but most of them are in Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, and Odisha. Mumbai is rightly called the cotton polis of India. Mumbai is rightly called the cottonopolis of India. The idea geographical factors such as black soil, plenty of fresh water, transport facility reach this some of this. Sugar industry. The main sugar producing countries are Cuba, Brazil, India, Indonesia, Kenya, Russia, France, Germany, China. International Sugar Council, which has more than 50 members. India, the leading producer of sugar are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra. This shipbuilding industry. Normally, it takes place in specialized facility known as a shipyard. The construction of boats is a similar activity called boat building. Shipbuilding is a worldwide industry, softwood, large quantities, skillful labor, this and this. The construction of ships and other floating vessels is known as shipbuilding. What is shipbuilding? The construction of ships and other floating vessels is known as shipbuilding. Normally it takes place in specialized facility known as shipyard. Boat building, the construction of boats is a similar activity called the construction of boats is a similar activity called boat building. South Korea, Hyundai is one of the most shipyards in South Korea. Hyundai is one of the best shipyards in the world. In the world. Okay, so in North America, there are the most important centers of the world. Nagasaki in India. In terms of gross tonnage, are as follows: top 10 shipbuildings: Shanghai, China; Lubor Shipbuilding, Marigame, Japan; Hyundai, Mipo, Wilson, South Korea; Osaico Heavy Industry. This is the top 10 shipbuildings in the world in terms of gross tonnage. Fishing industry. The fishing industry includes any industry or activity concerned with taking, culturing, processing, preserving, storing, transporting, marketing or selling fish or fish products. So Dogger Bank, especially Dogger Bank. Okay, Denmark, Spain, Ireland, United Kingdom. Shallow waters of the North Sea, especially Dogger Bank, are important areas where fishing is carried out all around the year. Great Britain. Dogger Bank are important areas where fishing is carried out all round the year. हो गया तेरा? सो नाम ही बड़े हैं.
अरे ये तो ऐसे ही है. मेन करो आप, इतने वो मत करो, डीप मत जाओ, इतना तो मेरे से भी नहीं होगा.
स्किलफुल लेबर इंडस्ट्री, जैसे ऑटोमोबाइल. अगर आ जाए फिश इंडस्ट्री क्या होती है? द इंडस्ट्रीज विच आर डीलिंग इन importing, preserving, sending fishes. वो उसमें ही आएगी. Detroit, Chicago and Italy. In USA, the major car making centers are Detroit, Chicago and Italy. ये आ सकते हैं.
कौन सा?
ये वाले. In USA, the major car making centers are.
कौन से हैं?
ये तीन हैं. In USA.
बट आप ज्यादा नहीं कर रहे, 4 चैप्टर हैं.
आओ. मेजर कार. तूने पीछे से मॉडल टेस्ट पेपर देखे हैं इनके?
हाँ मैंने देख लिया है, एंड मैंने सैम्पल पेपर है वो, मॉडल
हाँ.
टेस्ट पेपर नहीं है. मैंने थोड़े सॉल्व किए हैं.
डिट्रॉइट.
एक बार देख लो क्योंकि उसमें कुछ वो है, गिव रीजंस, तो वो नहीं है उसमें, कॉपी वाले नहीं है वो, अंदर से ढूंढने पड़ेंगे.
चैप्टर इतने बड़े बड़े ही इतना एक्स्ट्रा करने बैठे तो बस फिर.
5 अभी तो वो है, यूरोप, एंटार्क्टिका,
इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी. व्हाट इज आईसीटी?
आईसीटी
आया हुआ है.
इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी है.
हाँ, इसका फुल फॉर्म इट इज द यूज ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स.
इसकी फुल फॉर्म लिख दो बस.
वो तो मैं लिख रही हूँ, बट क्यों हम यूज करते हैं?
इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, इट
हाँ.
इज यूज्ड टू स्टोर, रिट्रीव, ट्रांसमिट एंड
हाँ.
मैनिपुलेट डाटा एंड
इसका यही
इंफॉर्मेशन.
लिखना है.
हाँ
इट
क्योंकि
इज
इसका है
कंसिडर्ड टू बी अ सबसेट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड दिस आईसीटी. जो
ये है.
आईटी है वो सबसेट ऑफ आईसीटी है. इंफॉर्मेशन एंड
तो तब तक मैं भी देख लूं।
कम्युनिकेशंस,
अरे
ये बस होने वाला, ले आए इधर तो।
5 ही होएगा ना मम्मा, अभी कितने
कोई नहीं,
हैं,
देख
4
लेते
है।
हैं पहले, ये ऐसे ही करेंगे ना हम। IT industry has become one of the most robust industries. Global economic growth, information technology and the hardware, this an integral part of every major global. In Bengaluru, India, Bengaluru capital Karnataka, Bengaluru, the capital of Karnataka state is located in the Deccan Plateau. Capital of Karnataka state is Bengaluru. Whitefield is now a major part of this greater Bengaluru, where most of the IT companies. Whitefield is now a major part of greater Bengaluru, where most of the IT companies and industries are located. Locate. Next is hello. मेजर ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक IT हो गया, ये हो गया। बेल की फुल फॉर्म इज भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक लिमिटेड। भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स लिमिटेड। और HAL हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड। HAL हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड। ITI इंडियन टेलीफोन इंडस्ट्रीज। ITI इंडियन टेलीफोन इंडस्ट्रीज। BHEL भेल। भारत हेवी इलेक्ट्रिकल्स लिमिटेड। Bengaluru has always been regarded as an open city. It has the following advantages for the location of industries. Answer 5. What is the question 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the elements of name? Sugar industries. Name the byproduct. Where is the question 5? Key elements of information technology. Key driver of global economic. राघवी इधर आना। high tech industries, high Bengaluru is the largest center of IT industry. It is the Silicon Valley of India. Place worldwide for hardware. So one in Korea known as Samsung Digital City is known for microchip memory. Thailand as a whole is globally known for hard disk and water pollution. This is a major source of water pollution. Whereas industries like chemicals, paper, tanning, dyeing, textiles, and entire waste is thrown into water bodies is open low-lying areas. This waste affects the surface water as well as groundwater. Urban waste, agriculture activities, oil spills are the other sources of water pollution. Water pollution can spread epidemic diseases like cholera, dysentery, diseases कौन सी होती हैं इनसे. Mercury causes water contaminated, means mixed with mercury. Mercury contaminated with mercury causes Mina Marcha disease. And the water contaminated fiber of water contaminated with fiber of asbestos can cause lung cancer. ये तो हो गई मेन वाली डिजीज और एट्सेट्रा. और इसके अलावा हो जाती है कॉलरा, डायसेंट्री, टाइफाइड और डायरिया.